So King Hezekiah, right? This was a man that followed after God, right? It says in 2 Kings chapter 18, it says, and he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all that David his father did. He removed the high places, he broke the images, cut down the groves, and he broke in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses had made. Okay, so imagine these Hebrew folks, right? And they really, really loved Moses. They really revered him. He did a lot for them for many years, right? He was told by God to create a brass serpent. And at the time that he created it, God had told him that when they looked upon it, their bites from the snakes that they were getting that was killing them would be healed. They would not affect them, right? So, and it absolutely, God said it, he did it, that's what happened, right? So the history of that brass serpent was substantial. There probably were generations of people that looked to that in very high regard, right? Now, we know Hezekiah pleased the Lord. He did what was right in the sight of the Lord. He broke that brass serpent into pieces. I am certain that people were in an uproar. I am certain that there were many that were like, but God told Moses to make that and used it to help save us. Why would you? But here's the thing. At the time of him breaking it, they had turned that brass serpent into an idol. They had it placed on such a high pedestal that they were praying to it, right? When we take something and we turn it into an idol, God no longer wants us to have that, right? So there were people that were probably very upset. But what Hezekiah understood and what he says to them is, it's a piece of brass. And he says, for unto those days, for unto those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it. He called it Nehushtan, which in Greek is only a piece of brass, right? So he basically was like, you guys are adorning this statue, right? And he wanted to make sure that their priorities were straight, as did God. And God should be the one that we should be looking to and praising and understanding that he could have used that piece of brass or he could have used a leaf. It doesn't matter because the power comes from God.